¿Qué onda, mi gente? Today we're going to talk about the influence that Arabic has had on Spanish. So let's start off with a little bit of history. So for those that do not know, Spain is located right next to Morocco. Morocco, for a very long time, controlled Spain, pretty much up to the Pyrenees. It was all part of the Islamic Caliphate, right? And so at that time, and this is interesting because I'm actually reading a book about this time period right now, kind of like the development of Latin into all of the now Romance languages and how they kind of work together, and how Germanic influence came, how Arabic influence came up from the south. And being a huge linguistics nerd, this is something that I really enjoy learning about. Around this time, Latin in and of itself was kind of breaking apart. Latin was written the same, everybody could read it in all of the different areas of the dialects, but when they spoke, it sounded quite different, right? What is now French was starting to sound like French. What was Italian, it was starting to sound more Italian. What became Spanish started to sound more Spanish, right? And they were starting to break up. Similarly, funnily enough, Arabic is kind of in this similar situation right now. Arabic, all the dialects, I'm learning it right now, all the dialects are able to read the same script as if they were all reading Latin, but they pronounce the words all slightly different. And they have their own expressions, they have their own words, right? And it is kind of different. During the time that Spain was controlled by the Islamic Caliphate, they brought a ton of words from their language, from both Arabic and from the Berber languages specifically, into Spain. And you continue to see this influence even today, right? If you go to Cordoba, if you go to Granada, if you go to Cadiz, right, you see this Islamic influence specifically in the south of Spain, in its architecture, right, in its culture. You see tons of Moroccans and Tunisians and people of Algerian descent who still live there, still speak Arabic amongst themselves, specifically Darija from the west, and that's what they communicate with. And so this has left us with tons of words in Spanish that are from Arabic. Let's get into it. So for the most part, a key identifier that the word is from Arabic is that it starts with a or al. This is where we get words like algebra, alacran, the scorpion, alcalde, right, the mayor, alfajor, which if you haven't had alfajores, it's a more Argentinian sweet, but they are absolutely delicious. Highly recommend you check. We also get alcazar, which is a word for the fortress, right? You don't see this one a lot in Latin America, but it's very common here in Spain. And we also get almohada, pillow. All these words starting with al pretty much all come from Arabic influence. We also get the word asesino, right? Which is some words that you wouldn't think in the beginning are Arabic, but do come from Arabic, right? Asesino being one, which comes from Arabic originally referring to hashish, and the word originally referred to people who smoked hashish and would kill people for the various rulers of the Islamic Caliphate. This then was taken into Spanish as the word asesino. And not just this beginning of al, like an alacran, alcalde, alfajor, right, alcazar, almohada, but also just a. And this is because in Arabic, the word al, which is the, for anything, depending on the letter that follows it, kind of just combines with them. So it's not al jazeera, it's like al jazeera, kind of combined. That's just an example I made up. I don't actually know if that's factual right now. But that is what gets us words like azafran, saffron, asad, which is chance, or azotea, right, which is the unfinished roof of the house. And we also get other words that are, to me, kind of farther away, right? Like escabeche, which escabeche is marinade, is brine, right? You see escabeche in Mexico with jalapenos. You see it with olives and things like that, which the word aceituna, not oliva, but aceituna, also comes from Arabic influence. And my two favorite words that have come from Arabic are ajedrez. I love chess, right? Chess is one of my favorite games. I love the intellectual, trying to outthink the opponent part of it. Really fun. If you haven't tried it, click here and we can play. Add me, we'll play. And then Fulano. So Fulano is used in Spanish to mean how we use in English the expression of Tom, Dick, and Harry, just a random person, right? So-and-so. So whereas in English we would say so-and-so told me the other day that whatever, or you were with what's-his-face last night, right? In Spanish, we would use Fulano. Estabas con Fulano ayer, or Fulano me dijo que da-da-da. Fulano told me whatever. These are really good words, especially Fulano is a good word. Break it out the next time you're in class. If you like this video, leave a like, all that stuff, and I'll see you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like, subscribe, do all that stuff. If you want to practice with some of what we just discussed today in this video, or leave comments, thoughts, opinions, do so down in the comments. I will get back to you. And if you want to learn about upcoming group classes or private classes, you can reach out via WhatsApp or email, and I will get you more information on that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next class.